Welcome to the first annual Choose Your Own Adventure podcast. Have you ever listened to the HappyCast and thought, hey, I'd like to be a part of that? Well, now you can. Ben, that's me, generously volunteered to remove my audio track so you, the listener, could respond with your own answers. If you want to hear more, turn to page 2. If you're pretty sure this is just a poorly made excuse for an episode with technical issues being released anyway, turn to page Stop Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the world's first ever virtual reality podcast prototype, in which you step into the shoes of world-famous podcaster and linguistic Benji Man Cobson. Sit back, relax, put on your earbuds, and step into his shoes. What's his happy hour going to be? What's his bumper patrol? Is he going to laugh at Brian's great jokes? You decide. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Welcome to another episode of HappyCast with Ben and Brian. I am Brian. This is Ben. Hey Ben, how you doing? Wait, what? You can record from the bathtub? Okay, well, let's put aside the fact that I'm kind of uncomfortable with that. I'm worried for your safety. I don't think you should have recording equipment around the bathtub. Is the bathtub full of water? Oh, is it full of anything? It's got to be filled with those the cheese packets from Kraft Mac and Cheese Dinner. You just got like 100 of those. Actually, that's not enough. No, just the packets, the unopened packets. You're swimming in it. Oh, sure. Yeah, you're not some kind of weirdo. I did confession time. I used to hang out in bathtubs. I used to when I was a kid, I would do writing. I would write in the bathtub. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go write. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and chill in this bathtub for a while. But that was more of a. I have a lot of siblings, and there was no other quiet place for me to write. No, right. Sorry. No. I heard somewhere that Mike Myers, the greatest writer of our generation, wrote Wayne's World in the bathtub. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do that now. Bathtubs. No, actually the timeline doesn't work. I was like, I wrote some things for that, but no. Yeah, no. Anyway, I have to apologize. I would like to publicly issue an apology for last week's episode. I was exhausted. I was ill-prepared. I feel like we didn't really deliver on the quality that our listeners expect, and rightfully so. I felt bad about last week. That's why I'm excited. This week we're stepping it up. We're bringing a quality show. I think this is going to be one of our top. How many have we done? 90. I'm calling it. This is like a top 10 episode right here. And do you know why? Because I'm here, and you're here. I'm here. Well, no, I'm not. I'm building. I'm building to something. No, it's not because I'm here. I'm not that much of a narcissist. This is gonna be great. I mean, sure. Like, I think we all have a little touch of that, right? Because I'm here, you're here, and in the third chair, longtime friend of the show, MzFzBz. Welcome.
Thank you. I was told there would be a chair, but Ben made me sit in this bathtub.
He can't make you do that. You can sit anywhere in your home.
He told me I had to record in the bathtub.
I mean, your acoustics sound phenomenal, so obviously he's onto something. Okay. Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Wait, why? Why are the acoustics good? What about all the ghost? Oh, sure. I hear that's why all the biggest podcasts are recorded in cemeteries. Now that you mention it. Yep, good rich echo. Something. Lost reference. Yep, I couldn't get there. I really wanted to get there somehow, but it didn't work out. Anyway, enough of our usual nonsense. Let's talk to our guest. MzFzBz, how have you been these past, I don't know, 18 months? I guess that's how long it's been.
Pretty good. I got married in that time frame.
Oh.
I am MzFzBz.
Or you could flip it. You could go non-traditional. Your husband could be Mr. MzFzBz.
That's true. We should probably do that.
I mean, I think I call me non-traditionalist, but I think when two people get married, if one of them has a really cool name, it's like, no, that's the name we go with, the cool one.
I mean, it's only fair.
Exactly. It's like, oh yeah, like Nick Roxon, that's a cooler name than I don't know. Something like Jeff McWeakling. That's my name. I've been trying to get rid of that name forever. All my fake names start with Mick, and I don't know why. Oh, hey, I know we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Really phenomenal, huge, important stuff. But you guys did a podcast. Can we talk about that up front? Those episodes are still out there. Let's plug it. Let's talk about Alphabet Scoop.
I was told in the lawsuit I couldn't mention that anymore.
Oh, okay. We're gonna cut all this out. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna make it. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to bury the hatchet and come together for this episode of HappyCast.
That's why Ben made me sit in this bathtub. Yeah, it was really messy. It was a lot of cleanup after every episode, and that's why I had to stop, really. Had to buy a truckload of soup every week.
That could get expensive.
I mean, the Patreon didn't make up for it.
Okay, well, then let's not talk about the past. Let's move forward to Happy Hour. It's Happy Hour again. Happy Hour is the part of the show where we talk about the thing that is making us most happy for the week. Ben, who should go first? You guys want to Rochambeau for it?
Rush Limbaugh?
Rochambeau? I don't know how you would do that. I mean, we kind of do. That's kind of what we do. More than once, but not by much. There's that time we were recording and that scary spider crawled up your leg and you shrieked with horror. Oh yeah, no, that did happen. True.
Sure. Sure. Either one. Maybe not that. That sounds too much like Zumba.
Mm-hmm.
This is Happy Hour, right?
Of course, yes. Oh, are you jumping to conclusions? Oh, I don't love those. Okay. And it's a mobile game. Are there microtransactions? Do you never microtransact? Uh-oh. When do you Pokemon Go? Is that the one that got you? There's no shame in that. I think I put in like $20 into Pokemon Go.
I just do Google surveys and use that, but I have a not iPhone, so maybe that doesn't apply to you guys.
No, we're stuck living that iPhone life.
But Google Google gives you free money.
I like free money. Bing. That's why I get rewards by asking Jeeves about things. Usually just, the phone numbers of various butlers underneath his his company banner. Jeeves is just trying to buttle the nation. That's it. Is that a verb? Buttle? Yep, that's it. Wow. We are never going to hit an hour this week. Okay, cool, great. and it's called Office Space the game.
Uh-oh. Is it something I did? Is this leftover alphabet soup? Beef soup? Yes. Oh no, my computer is trying to restart. Hold on. Okay. I think I stopped it. It said it was going to do it in half an hour, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Ooh.
It's threatening me. Yeah, I have to put in the numbers.
I've gotten feedback from listeners saying that the show doesn't have enough attention, so this is really gonna, ratchet it up. People are gonna like, oh, she could go at any moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. Fizz. No. There's two more of us here, Ben. Everybody gets a turn. That's fair. I'm not. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. FizzBiz, would you like to share your happy hour?
I would. My happy hour is a show that I semi-recently discovered on Netflix called Terrace House.
Okay. I've never heard of this. What? Tell us about it.
Well, it's sort of like, it's hard to describe because it's a reality show, but it's set in Japan. And pretty much everyone in the show, it's like one of those shows where people live together in a house. But other than that, where it has in common with, like, I don't know, Real World or something like that, or Big Brother, basically that's where the similarities end. It's 3 women and 3 men living together in a house, and there's cameras, and they show their lives. And some of them date, some of them don't. It's not like American reality shows where everyone hooks up by the end of the first week or whatever, and they're all like yelling at each other constantly and getting drunk and fighting and like doing the confessional thing. There's no confessionals. They don't like talk to the camera about each other, which I think helps cut down on a lot of the hostility too, probably. Because those are just, like, invented to be like, okay, let me point this camera at you and tell me who you're mad at this week. But Terrace House, it's, like, it's Japanese. Well, they're not all, like, full Japanese. Some of them are half American, half Japanese. And in the newer season, which is Terrace House Aloha State, it's actually set in Hawaii. But it's still mostly Japanese people. Some of them are like half Japanese, half American. Some of them have lived in America. Some of them are from Japan. And so some of them speak English, but mostly they speak in Japanese, so it's subtitled.
Mm-hmm.
And the other big difference is there's a panel that of like Japanese. I think most of them are like comedians or like a host. Sort of like our, like, Ryan Seacrest type people or something like that, where there's, like, I think a 6-person panel, and they'll intercut between the show, and, like, they're watching the show with you, basically, so they'll, like, watch the part that you just watched, and then they'll comment on what happened, and the panel is great. They're really funny, and it's funny to see, like, what cultural things they pick up on that, like, Americans would never even notice. Like, they'll notice some small interaction that would normally just, like, go unnoticed because Americans are all, like, big and brash, and we don't notice, like, the small nuances of conversation. So, and they also, like, a lot of them have jobs, especially more so in the one that's set in Japan. because they live in Tokyo in the house, and a lot of them have jobs. A lot of them are like models. Some of them are like dancers, or some of them want to be actors. So a lot of them have jobs. Some of them work in like an office or like a coffee shop. So they actually go to work. So they're not like living in this house 24/7, just sitting around with nothing to do but drink and fight and hook up or whatever. So it's really interesting because you get to like follow their life, and they go out to dinner together. They cook together a lot, and it's really interesting to see like the different culture. And also it's just like such a nice, it's like I kind of describe it as like television comfort food, but it's like comfort food that's healthy for you. So like a really good smoothie, because it's like it's not junk like American reality shows, because I feel like I'm actually a better person for having watched the show, because it's just like so nice and calm, and everyone is like such a great person. Well, that's not true. They're not all great people, but some of them are like really amazing. There's this one guy in the Boys and Girls in the City, which is the one from Tokyo, called Hansan, who is like really, he's like the most amazing guy ever. And everyone like cries when he leaves the show, because people do swap out of the house during the, it's like the first episode, I think it was like 6 months long or something crazy, that they stay in this house. And every once in a while, someone will just like basically decide that they've gotten out of the house, like whatever they wanted. Sometimes it's like to get a relationship. Sometimes it's just like to work on your career, or like to make friends. Some of them are like working on a project. Like this one girl wanted to open a hat store, or she like had a hat display in a store or something like that, because she made hats. And like other people will collaborate together, and they like helped her make the hat store. And so, like, when her hat store opened, then she left the house because she, like, accomplished her goal. So it... Sure. So it also kind of makes me feel bad about myself sometimes, because, like, they're all so, like, driven. They're always like, we're going to work hard and be successful. And I'm like, yeah, I don't do that. And they're younger than me by a lot, most of them now. So I'm like, wow, these people are so successful and like hardworking and driven. Even when they're like living in this house on a reality show, they're like working all the time. So yeah, it's really like inspirational, but also sometimes like de-inspirational. What's the word for that? Not depressing. Your Antonymosaurus. And the Aloha State, I think, is actually still going on. There's only like there were like 8 episodes in what they call the first season, and then they added a few more, but it's like still, it's either still ongoing, because when it ended from where it cut off on the show, it was like January, so it like was only a few months ago. So they could still actually be there filming it. But I'm sure they'll add more episodes later, so it's not like over yet. It's sort of not really, I wouldn't say discouraging. It's more like, what have I accomplished with my life? And these people are so far. Yes.
I'm
Terrace House
excited to
is
check
on
it out.
Netflix, so I definitely recommend it.
I didn't even realize there were Japanese reality shows on Netflix, so I'm excited to delve into that world.
Yeah, I actually heard about it on another podcast, and I thought for the longest time, because it was only audio that I had heard of it, I thought they were saying Tara's house, like Tara from Buffy, like Tara house.
Sure, that's what I've been hearing this entire time.
But it's terrace house, like, you know, on a terrace outside of a house.
That makes more sense. That explains why my Google search didn't come up with anything. I'm like,
pro tip.
Might be making this up.
I will give you the help that other podcast did not give me. Yeah, that's my happy hour, guys. Terrace house. I'm on a watch list now. Thanks for that.
Oh
But
man,
it's really peaceful.
what happens when
Some
what
of them
happens
date.
what happens when 8 terrorists stop being nice and start being real? It can't now. Can you imagine the finale? It can't be good. It would be terrible. It's like there's no happy ending to that show. Which
The house just explodes.
that actually segues perfectly into my happy hour, guys.
Wait, the terrorist part?
The finale thing, because my happy hour this week is downer endings. I really enjoy it when you're watching a movie or a TV show and they just really go for that bleak, depressing ending, because I feel like we need that in the world, man. We need that to happen every so often to keep everybody else honest. You know, you have to have, Old Yeller, get shot. That way, when you're watching another movie like Toy Story 3, you can convince yourself for a moment, like, oh no, they're gonna die in this the garbage incinerator. This is how this movie ends, and you believe it for a second because you've seen stuff like this happen before.
But they got.
I mean, we've got some ideas of how to end the podcast. I'm a big fan of the downer ending.
They got a new puppy at the end of Old Yeller, though.
Oh, I always stop watching after the dog dies.
That's your favorite part?
I artificially create downer endings with stopping movies like in the halfway point. Yes, that is actually the only part of that movie I ever watched. I did see it all once, but I've seen the first 10 minutes like dozens of times. I don't know. This might say I'm actually kind of examining myself now. Like, I don't know what this says about me, but man, I really like a real bleak, depressing ending to a thing. A great downer ending. Are you kidding me?
Were you a big fan of Manchester by the Sea? Because I heard that was bleak the whole way through.
I have also heard that, and I'm excited to check it out, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. Old Yeller. I remember watching that at daycare when I was like 6. It was traumatic. It's not a good. That's not a good thing to show a bunch of kindergarten age kids. I don't. No. I question somebody's judgment. Like, some adult made a bad choice there.
Yeah, that seems irresponsible. They should have put on Milo and Otis or something.
Yes. That Milo and Otis is delightful until you get older and find out about the production. Then it's a bummer. It's a different kind of downer. Of course, yes. Now you're on the list too, along with MzFzBz. Oh, good. That's what a relief. Oh, the terrorist house. So I think we've said it enough. Where this episode title's got to be Terrorist House.
Oh no.
Okay, that's fine. That's misrepresenting the truth. Downer endings. Furious 7. It's a great downer ending. I cried in the theater. I sobbed uncontrollably. It was incredible. Well, I was gonna say that's a different kind of downer ending. That was like, well, yes, and it was sad that he's dead. But the thing that sells it for me is Vin Diesel, where it's like, oh yeah, Vin Diesel just misses his friend. Now I'm real sad. As much as I love The Fate of the Furious, it's a good time. I saw it the second time, Ben. Still good. It feels like they should have just stopped after 7. That seems like a real solid jumping off point. Yeah, no, that would be good. Okay.
Wait, there's gonna be a spin-off?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Wait, how are they gonna steal Vin Diesel's deal with the pacifier?
Oh, right. Vin's already got the market cornered. Well, The Rock was the Tooth Fairy. I didn't see that one. I don't know. I mean, he's not just in it. He's the titular Tooth Fairy. I'm vaguely remembering a trailer I saw years ago. He's a hockey player that's also the Tooth Fairy, and no, that's the Tooth Fairy Claus. It's a different movie.
That's when Tim Allen was the Tooth Fairy.
Yes. Yeah. How many of those can you do? And then it's Yeah,
The
that was the next one.
leprechaun clause.
The Arbor Day clause.
He kills a tree, so he has to plant one. No, actually, he has to become the tree. He's like the giving tree.
Exactly. That Giving Tree live action adaptation we've been dying for. What?
Starring Tim Allen.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that when he kills Will Smith, Independence Day clause?
That's not how that works. You should not put that out there, Ben. That's dangerous. That's dangerous misinformation to put out on the internet. It seems like at a certain point, like by like the 7th movie in the franchise, Tim Allen would just be arrested for killing all these people. Right? Oh, I think he died. I think he's
definitely
like super
died.
Dead.
He like evaporated out of the suit.
Yes. No, he's dead. That's why. And then I thought it was like really dark that you can like hear like Santa whispering like finally the sweet release of death, because he's been Santa for so long. He's just oh, see, I got the European DVD, so maybe it's different. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's the worst part about happy hours. It always crashes back down to the bummer patrol. That's what I like. Exactly. Yeah, Ben, what's your bummer patrol? What's got you feeling down in the dumps? That okay, I'll allow it. Because it's a new and scary idea, but I'll trust you on this one. Tell me about your anger parade. Okay, almost. How do you almost have a tornado? Mm-hmm. Did you feel it in your knees? Like, uh-oh, there be a tornado a brewing. Oh, well, okay. Well, that's not as cool, but that still works. Ah, that sounds awful. Wait. Did you tell them that they couldn't leave the room until they solved the puzzles? They haven't even found the black light yet. Yep, sure, good call. Although the hospital probably seems like a safe place to be too. Mm-hmm. That's how they get all those dead bodies down there. Every few years, they fake a tornado. And tornadoes, is that so? The lady and the tornado are equal parts to blame for your anger parade? Mm-hmm. It does seem reckless. And did the tornado pass? Are you fine? Did you die, Ben? Oh. Well, it wasn't time.
Brian, you told me he just went to Oz, Brian.
No. I mean, yes. I mean, it depends on the day of the week. I've told different people different things. I told you he went to Oz. I told other people that I sent him to live at a farm upstate that had plenty of room for him to run around and eat macaroni. Mm-hmm. Oh, the macaroni tree. Can I dial the tape back just a little bit? You said you couldn't listen to podcasts because the parents were in the lobby. Do you listen to podcasts at work often? Do you use headphones? Oh, what if you? Okay, suggestion. What if you don't use headphones? Turn the volume up to 11 and exclusively play the HappyCast. That way you kind of get the word out so we get new listeners. I think that would be cool and not weird at all to have some guy play his podcast for you as you sat in the lobby. I know. Like that seems like something only a crazy person would do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I knew what we were talking about. And you were in the back seat of the car, and so you couldn't see our mouths. So maybe we were just doing it live. You didn't know. Yeah, that actually did happen, right? I didn't dream that. Okay, all right. And to be fair, I think the plan was just to give you the CD and let you take it, but we were at a mini golf course and rain had come in. So I was like, okay, we've got like 20 minutes to kill. Is it that long? Oh, okay. Yeah, you have the only copy. You can't. I mean, you can. You totally can. It's fair. You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours. Yeah. It's no. You have memories, and those are worthless. I mean, priceless. Priceless. Yeah, no. As a fellow podcast, both of you, you've casted the pods before. Have you ever? This is weird. Listen to a podcast you're on. I'm not a fan of doing that, but I've done it. Like if we have like a really stellar guest or something, like I want to go back and hear that again. And somebody says something, and then you're like, you make a dumb joke before past you makes the same dumb jokes. Like, oh, I guess I'm really predictable because that's always going to be my response to that. Sure. I guess.
I like to keep myself guessing.
Keep yourself on your toes.
Yeah, so I just always respond differently every time.
See, I wish I could live my life like that, but unfortunately, anytime anyone says the phrase "national treasure," I have to make some kind of dumb joke about Nicolas Cage stealing something, and usually I'm the one that said "national treasure" anyway. It's a real mess. It's terrible.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you have to live your life 1/4 mile at a time.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, the other core. Yep, the 4 pillars that hold up. Oh, anyway, bummers are being patrolled. MzFzBz, do you have any bummers to patrol?
Well, my bummer patrol is also TV related. I guess I don't have a lot going on in my life, so everything I have is related to TV.
It's okay. We love TV here.
But I often, when I'm not watching shows on Netflix, which is great because there are no commercials, I sometimes have to keep up with my current shows on the CW app. Is probably the worst offender of this, but the commercials have gotten so extreme that I have to mute them because they are like 10 times louder than the show. So that's my bummer patrol, is that commercials are not even serving their purpose anymore because they're so loud that I no longer listen to them. So I don't even know what they're for. There's one in particular where I always ask politely for Mark Wahlberg to stop yelling at me, and he never does. So I have to mute it, and I don't even know what it's a commercial for. I think it's maybe for like TV service or something. But I don't know because I have to mute it because I asked Mark Wahlberg not to yell at me, and he always does anyway. So if he's going to be that rude, I can't listen to him shill whatever product he's trying to shill.
His Wahlburgers.
Possibly.
Yep. That's we've all been there. We've all had Mark Wahlberg yell at us trying to sell his wares, and we just no time for it. That's all you can do. Just walk away. Sorry, Marky Mark. Yep.
Welcome to my life.
Exactly. Well, now you have to listen to the podcast, Ben, to find out. All right. Ooh. I think as many of these things I've recorded in my life, I think I've actually edited 4 podcasts. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. What? You're revealing too much, Ben. Okay, all right. We don't want people to know how the sausage gets made, so. Oh. All right. Bummer Patrol, guys. Here we go. Here's my Bummer Patrol emojis. They're the worst, and I hate them. Bummer Patrol over. Mic drop. I mean, because it's like a self-loathing thing. I don't know. It's like, oh, here's a real dumb thing I'm gonna do. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo.
Is it for the same reason that you eat Red Baron pizza?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's like that. It's exactly like that. Yeah, no. Uh, hmm. She did. She did. I got lawyered. No, okay, fine. Emojis are good in theory, but these kids with the little pictures, the hieroglyphics, and they don't always mean what you think they mean. There's like a code to them, and it's you can get yourself in trouble, and it's terrible, and I hate it. Exactly. You're absolutely right, and there was only one way to interpret that. Yeah, those people are psychos. Oh no, I hate a backward smiley face. And then what about those people that do like oh wait, let me think about it. It's like what does our logo look like, Ben? I can't remember. No. Okay. Did we ever think about going colon open parentheses colon? Oh, right. Okay. Just a little footnote to my emoji rant. Right before we began recording this podcast, I was in the midst of a text exchange with a friend of mine who needed me to come over and help her move something. And I was like, sorry, can't tonight, real busy. It'll have to be tomorrow. And then I hit sad emoji, and then my fat thumb rolled over, and I also hit like kissy face emoji, and I hit send. And I'm like, oh no. Oh man. And then I had to type out like really quickly, like, oh, that was an accident. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh man. It was bad. I've always been afraid that would happen, and it finally did. So there you go. I don't know why I did it, Ben, because my thumb's huge. I've got like Jolly Green Giant hands, and the screen's so small. Yeah, no, I just have huge hands. Yeah, no. Emojis. Yeah, I'm gonna let you in on a secret, Ben. They're actually okay. This is one of those things where I'm talking trash about it, and I'll continue to use them because I'm too lazy to, fully explain what I'm thinking with words. So I'm like, there you go. Here's a pizza emoji. Figure that one out. Boom, boom, boom. No, because nothing means what you think it means. It's dumb.
Red Baron?
Yep, the Red Baron, exactly. What plain emoji, pizza emoji? Oh, do they like exclusively text with emoji? Oh, okay. FzBz, how do you feel about emojis? Are you pro or con?
Well, as I may or may not have mentioned, maybe not in the recorded part, but I don't have an iPhone, so I feel like emojis are less accessible to me as an Android user. I have a Samsung phone, so to get to emojis, I have to like press several buttons. So it's
okay.
like it's too much work to get to that menu and then scroll through and find whatever the heck. So I usually just stick with the good old semicolon parentheses.
Okay, well, I'm glad there are people out there, holding it down, keeping the flame alive, fighting the good fight. All my texts are sent in wingdings, the original emoji. So I don't. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, are they well known for their pancakes? I didn't know that. No, that's a mess. That's sticky. It would melt. Denny's did not think this through very well.
Like
Was
the
it on
Twitter egg?
Was it on Easter Sunday? That's the only acceptable way for that to happen. Oh.
They're trying to be culturally relevant and hip like Wendy's, but failing.
And no. So I like to imagine that just the CEO of Denny's found out about Twitter one day. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna run the Twitter account for our company. Don't worry, guys. I know what the kids are into." Does Denny's embrace the thing I know them best for is being the restaurant in which Walter White purchased an illegal gun in the final season of Breaking Bad? Are they into that, or they try to distance themselves from that? Okay. How does Cinnabon feel about Better Call Saul? They're like into that, right? I bet they do, because that's literally the only time I ever think about Cinnabon.
I used to work at Cinnabon.
What? See, I knew that, but it's such exciting news that I had to say what anyway. Okay.
The only Cinnabon reference I remember on pop culture is like the least pop cultural thing, which was B-movie.
Oh, and then that's why the Cinnabon Twitter account still tweets out those B-movie memes every day, every hour on the hour.
Yeah, I've been out of the Cinnabon game for a while, so I don't know how they feel about current TV shows. And I've never seen Better Call Saul, so...
I would like to find and send you, at the very least, a montage of them making Cinnabons, and you tell me whether or not that it's accurately portrayed.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, cool. I just
I'm
have
qualified.
to find. You're suddenly you're the podcast Cinnabon expert, which is exciting. I didn't know we had one of those. How many?
I've never worked at Starbucks, but I've been there a lot. Does that count? No, I just made coffee at Cinnabon, which is like the lowest level of barista that you can be because you're not really a barista.
Did you at some point in time have a email address or handle with Starbucks in the name?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
/do. It may or may not be on your Skype screen right now.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what does it say?
On my screen, it has my Starbucks-related email that I've had since I was like 14. Back when being into Starbucks wasn't basic. As the kids say.
That's what the kids say. No, wearing a snapback.
How about those unicorn frappuccinos?
Oh yeah, the kids love that. It's the copy of the Instagram generation.
That should have been my bummer patrol.
What?
She would get one.
I don't know why we're saying that like it's a negative thing. I saw it. I'm like, yeah, that does seem like something she would get. I don't know.
No, that was a clapback. Did you guys talk about that? Or was that a different podcast?
Sure. That's the same reason I talk about throwing shade an odd amount. Yeah, no. I mean, we're technically... Yeah. I won't say it. It's fine.
Listen, I'm 30 now, so if anyone wants to call me a millennial, just come at me when I'm going to bed at 9:30 and I'll tell you how millennial I am.
Does that... I mean, I turned 30 in a few months. Do I finally shed the millennial chains at that point and become like a real adult?
Brian, I think you've been a real adult for like the past 15 years.
What? Since I was 14 years old?
I mean, not that I knew you then. I just assume by the level of like old manness that you have rocking currently that it's like just been building for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. You can pinpoint it. Oh, yeah, no, sure. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That is why I wrote a one-act play when I was in high school about a young man whose best friend was a 80-year-old in a retirement home. I'm like, old people are cool. They know what's going on. I'm gonna write this. It was for a drama class, and it was terrible. There are no copies in existence today. I don't know if you're using that one right. Okay,
I can't even with you right now, Ben.
Oh, like Thor's brother? you're sad like a Tom Hiddleston, right? Is that guy? Tom Huddlehouse.
Oh, that was over in a minute. It really was, though. I know too much about Taylor Swift. Oh, it probably should have been. I really had to brush up on my Buffy because I'm not really that good at. I've only seen the whole show one time, so. Oh, I know, because this game is rigged anyway, so.
I think you might be able to win because even the Harlem Globetrotters have lost like 3 games in their entire career. So you could be one of those 3. Like you're the Washington Generals to my Harlem Globetrotters. Oh, right. I thought we were in the other one now. Nope. We'll just make it one long super podcast, right? That's how we're going to do it. Oh, okay. So actually that does it for Bummer Petrol. Are we doing a third segment this week, or are we going to wrap it up, put a bow on it, and shoot this out into the internets? Okay. All right. Well, before we go, let me give some contact info. We'd love to hear from you. Our email address is happycastfeedback@gmail.com. Write us, tweet us, Facebook us, so on and so forth. Throw some shade if you want. We're adults. We'll take it.
Tweet emojis at Brian.
Yes, please. I welcome it. Please tweet emojis at me. Ben, do we have any feedback this week? Oh, we're going to save this email from Q? All right. So shout out to Q for sending an email. We're going to save it for next week. That's a real dangerous game for us to play, Ben. I don't think we should ever deny any emails. We'll take any. We literally read spam on the air, so we'll take what we can get. Anyway, that does it for this week's episode of HappyCast. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Thanks to MzFzBz for showing up.
You're welcome.
Thank you to Ben for being himself. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for being a friend, Ben. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Ben. Let's all, I think we're about 6 minutes away from hitting the hour mark, so we can just, congratulate ourselves for a few minutes just to fill time. That's true. Okay. All right. Anyway, that does it for this week's podcast. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Until next week, remember, keep
happy.